That's a wrap on week 4 of marathon training.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, everybody. My name is Kelly Roberts. If we've never met before, I'm trying to qualify for the Boston Marathon at the Chicago Marathon this year. I just finished week 4 of half marathon training. We are now officially, oh my God, I almost just said 8 weeks. We're not almost 8 weeks there. We're not. We're 12 weeks away, which is very exciting. Time is flying. I started trying to qualify for the Boston Marathon in 2016. If we've never met before, I started this vlog series, BQ or Bust, and I've been vlogging it since 2016. I'm not someone who was active and athletic growing up. I was a theater person. I found running the way a lot of people find running. I had a little quarter life crisis, and running gave me so many gifts. But I never imagined I would run a marathon until I did, and that helped me unlock parts of myself I just never knew were there. It became my job very quickly, and vlogging has been such a wild experience because I now have so much of this little time capsule of myself changing. And this week, in week 4, it's fun because I have, as a running coach now, I have this marathon training experience with Badass Lady Gang kind of like going parallel with my training. And in our marathon training experiences every week, we go over our journals. And in week 4, we talk about accurate self-talk and fear and self-doubt. And I absolutely feel fear and self-doubt. Do not get me wrong. It is, especially in the first 3 weeks, I have been very fearful about whether or not training would even be able to go the way that I wanted it to go because of what was happening with this little injury that popped up before marathon training started. I have Piriformis syndrome, but this week was the first week I really felt back, like fully back. The tiniest little niggle inside of my butt, but for the most part, that's where my piriformis muscle is. But for the most part, crushing workouts, having so much fun. This week of training was super fun. And I think that's something that I really struggled with for so long because running was so challenging and hard and so often a suffer fest for me. Whenever I would hear anyone talking about it being fun, I would just be like, that's not my experience, and write it off. But now I understand the joy part of it is complicated, right? It's fun to do hard things. It's fun and also really challenging. It's fun, but also miserable at times or really hard. This week in week 4 was a down week for me. So a down week in marathon training is when you pull back on your training a little bit. You pull back on sometimes the volume, sometimes the intensity. So this week my long run did not grow. I had a kickback. I had the option of doing 10 or 12 miles, as you'll see. But my quality sessions, my 2 speed play days, were both relatively challenging. So mileage stayed the exact same as last week, and then from here we continue to grow. I'm excited. I feel really good. It's so polarizingly different this time around from the other times around, mainly because I understand how it all works. And so much of my fear the first couple of times was from this unknown. Especially after the first try, I really believed that I could do it. It was just a matter of making it happen. And then I got injured. And then from there, coming back from that injury and starting to start to untangle this rat's nest in my head of perfectionism and fear and doubt and why am I falling short and why is everyone else doing it and comparing and all this stuff. It all just took years and years and years to figure out and deal with again. And now I understand my workouts. I understand the science behind my workouts. I understand what I need to be focusing on, and it's not the paces. I'm paying attention to my paces and I'm mindful of my paces in my workouts, but I'm more mindful about the mental stuff that's happening as well as the effort levels. I know what the efforts feel like, and you'll see it this week. I'm having hard times unlocking certain pieces, or at least finding it in my body. So I might have to be a little bit more, purposeful about trying to figure out certain paces because they're not interval pace or threshold pace. We're playing more now in like half marathon pace land and 10K place land, a little bit faster than 10K pace. So this was a fun week of training, week 4, though I will say I was feeling beat up and tired and very excited for a kickback. So should we get into the week in review? Let's do it. So Monday I had a run with me video with Scott. I had 50 to 60 minutes on my schedule, conversational pace. So every week Scott and I are going on a run. Scott's on a bike, I'm on a run, and we film a long form content video where you can run with me. So if you want to watch that, I'll link it down below. But you can press play and run with me for 50 minutes this week, although I think it's a 45-minute run. So Monday we did that.
It's a down week. And you know what? At first I was bummed about it. I saw it on my schedule and I was like, there's no time for a down week. And then I said, there's always time for a down week.
What's a down week?
Down week is when you build, and then you decrease your mileage a little bit.
Oh.
So that your body has an opportunity to really like absorb all the work that you've been doing and really recover so that you can take on and build again. So little breaks and builds are what a down week is. Some people do them every 4 weeks, every 3 weeks, every 6 weeks. It depends.
Wow.
But I'm feeling a little beat up. It is hot and it is really humid. Doesn't it just kind of feel miserable?
Yeah.
I don't know. If you're looking for like a really motivational, find God kind of a athletic experience, it's not going to be this today. Just giving you a heads up now.
Now, strength work. Ran with Scott this morning, 55 minutes. Now I'm doing my strength work.
And then on Tuesday, I had a speed play day. So I took off to Central Park, not by Central Park. Nope, I live so far from Central Park. I took off to Brooklyn Bridge Park to do my speed play day. So here's that.
Tuesday, week 4. It's a down week, but we still got speed work. Today, 5 by 800 at half marathon pace, I believe, which is 7:30, I believe. No, 5 to 6 800s at slightly slower than 10K, so 7:30, 90-second rest. 4 400s, slightly faster than 10K, 7:10 with 60-second rest. Well, that's an interesting workout. 6 800s is 3 miles, and that's 4 miles. All right, let's go for 6. So that means I need to change my watch. Gotta change the watch. I woke up with a weird kink in my neck, and also I'm just coming back from an injury, so warming up and doing my dynamic warm-ups and taking my sweet ass time is of the utmost importance to me. So let's warm up. Okay, that was a 20-minute warm-up. Let's go run.
It's 100% humidity. I don't know how much of this you're gonna see. My camera's gonna be soaking wet in like 3 seconds. Ugh, here we go, 5 800s. 1, I slowed down a lot at the end trying to get down to 7:30. Wasn't bad. All right, 1 more. That's 2, crushing it. I should be jogging. 3, it's getting hard, really hard. Water. 4, done, 1 more. Ugh. We are rapidly approaching pukey pace. Like I'm almost ready to dry gag. Dry gag? I don't know how I'm gonna do these 4 400s. 1 at a time. Wow, I do not know what this effort level feels like. I was doing like 6:30 for the first 200 and had to jog the last 200. Stupid. Check the pace, 7:10 is the goal. I think I can do that. Slowing it down. I have no idea how 3 was. I think 4 was right on the money, but I don't know. I can't tell. 1 more. Oh my God, so close. I'm so tired. Done. That was the hardest of them all. Oh my God. I need water and then I'm going home. Oh my God. This is my favorite part about summer and enduring 100% humidity runs. You come home from your disgusting run, you're disgusting, you park yourself on the floor because that's the only appropriate place for you. You grab your watermelon, you grab your kosher salt, you salt your watermelon. Fuck yeah. America might suck, but this rocks.
I felt really, really good about that workout. It was like just hard enough. I didn't feel like I killed myself, but I felt pretty strong. So here's my breakdown. We did 5 800, 5 400. So, and then I did 6. So she gave me the option of 5 2 6. So I shot for 5, but then if I felt okay, I was going to go for 6. So I ended up doing my 6. So the first 800 meter, my average pace was 7:32. Which was exactly in that range of what we wanted, a little bit over. The second 800 was 7:28, so a little bit too fast. The third was a 7:33, so a little bit too slow. The fourth was 6:57, which, nope, that's a lie. That's my max pace. Was 7:35, so a little bit too slow. So I'm struggling to find it. And then the fifth was 7:27, so I got back to it. A little bit too fast though. And the 7:43, what? And then the sixth was 7:25. So right within the right range, though it's like a little bit too fast and a little bit too slow. Like it's still within this like 5-second range, which is like, I will take it. It's perfect. And then from there we had 5 400 meter repeats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So I remember doing 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I did 4. So I missed one. Whoops. Oh well. So I did a minute 49, which is about a 7:24. So it was slightly faster than 10K. So the goal was 7:10, which I really struggled to find. I would like go out really, really fast, and then I would like try to slow down, and then I would end up too slow for the average pace. So the first one was 7:24. I'm lying to you again. The first one was 7:03. The second one was 7:24. The third one was 7:19. The fourth was 7:14. So not terrible, but also like it wasn't because I was tired. It was because I was having a hard time running too fast. So I think next time I just let myself go to interval pace and see what that feels like and not focus too much on the pace. But I feel pretty good about it. Pretty good. My heart rate was not crazy high. Felt good.
Wednesday, 45 minutes. This humidity is so brutal today. Made the record show. I had a great run. Felt ease-filled, fun. It's hot, it's horrible, and yet it felt good. Bless.
Look at this very cute cat. Shows me. It just had a great run. Felt really good. And I'm eating a banana, and I drank a bottle of sports drink, and then I'm gonna do my week 5 strength by yoga for Badass Lady. I'm gonna do strength work tomorrow after my speed set. And then I'm seeing Coach Amanda today for a massage. Let's get to it.
Ooh, that was hard. Those airplanes. Whoa. Wednesday. Now I have a massage with Amanda, and then we're out. Tomorrow's speed play day. I'm gonna shower and then start working.
I just feel so good to be having like a nice run. So like praise be, 45-minute run. Thursday I had my second speed play day, so that 10 10 10 10 10 10 2 by 10 10 10. Here's how that went. Thursday, speed work day. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning on Thursday of week 4. I am just uploading coaching calls from last night for our Badass Lady Gang training experience and our team coaching calls. We had the best coaching calls last night. The people doing these training experiences this time around, our athletes, they're like bringing it, and we're having such fun conversations. I love it. Today, what's my workout? Today I'm doing 10 10 10, which means I am 2 by 10 minutes at easy pace, 10 minutes at marathon pace, and 10 minutes at half marathon pace. So hopefully we're gonna see 10 minutes at 8, 10 minutes at 7:45. So it goes 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. This is a hard workout. Don't panic though. I'm not panicking. Me? Never.
All right, let's stretch and go before it gets too hot.
First 2 10s done. Second one was hard, but there's water up ahead. And then we do it again. That drinking fountain was off. Tragic. Do I need it? No. Do I want it? Yes. 7 more minutes of this cool down. Yeah, that's nice. Oh my God, so sweaty. Ooh, baby, that last 10 minutes was horrible. Horrible. I mean, that's not true. It was just hard. The other ones were pretty cruisy, which is great. But that last 5 minutes, oh my God. Fighting for my life. But I did it, baby. These are the paces. A little fast on the first 2, a little slow on the second 2. True Kelly way. Working on that. But now I'm city biking home because I'm done and at the bottom of the park.
I need to do my strength work, but I really don't want to. Like, at all. That really took it out of me. This is why I never do my strength work after my strength or my run. I always do it before. I can do this. I'm gonna give this cat some love. She never cuddles. And then I'm gonna do it. I can do it. I'm 15 minutes in. I forgot to press play. Strength work. I felt very good about it. Very, very, very good about it. Central Park, no, my God, why do we keep saying Central Park? Prospect Park is hard because there's a lot of downhill and uphill. So I was trying to figure out where I could go to get like the most flat. So so I was supposed to go 8 minutes, 7:45 minutes. So it was 10 easy, 8 minutes, 7:45, 10 easy, 8 minutes, 7:45. So the first rep that I was trying to do, the 8, I did 7:55, then it was 7:40, so both a little too fast. And then the second 2 20s, I did 8:02 and then 7:46. So perfect. But that last 5 minutes of that last 10 minutes, oh my God, I was fighting for my life. It was really, 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 really hard. Probably like the first time I really had to like dig deep and like stay in the fight to stay in the fight, which I feel like the last 4 weeks I haven't done once. So feeling good about that workout. Friday was a rest day, which I needed. I did 2 strength training days and 1 yoga strength training day this week, so A+ there. And then Saturday was a long run. So Jess gave me the option of 10 to 12 miles, and I said, let's see how I feel. So here's how that went.
It is now 4:20 and I am drinking my coffee, drinking my sports drink, drinking my oat milk. Good morning, by the way. It's Saturday. Watching Real Housewives of Orange County. It was just, they always are in Laguna, and I was like, why are they in Laguna Beach? No one lives in Laguna Beach. I don't know why they film in Laguna Beach so much. It's so weird. Anyways, it's a bummer anytime I have to wake up at 4. I slept like crap. I kicked my little girl in the face so hard last night because I'm a thrasher. Let's get ready to run.
I just did my hydration and fueling strategy for today's run. Every week I'm tweaking. I'm really trying to figure out how many carbs per hour and how many milligrams of sodium an hour are feeling really good. It's a little bit cooler than it has been, and there's not as much humidity today. So that's gonna play a factor. So I'm gonna note that at the bottom. So today I've got a 10 to 12 mile run, which I think will take me anywhere from like an hour 40 to 2 hours, depending on how I feel. Not that like 12 miles will take me an hour 40 to 12, but I don't know if I'm running 10 miles, 11 miles, 12 miles. So I'm gonna shoot for 12. And here's what I'm doing. Pre-run. So I had my bottle of Scratch hydration drink that has 400 milligrams of sodium and 19 grams of carbs and about 16 ounces of water. I drank my whole bottle about an hour and a half ago, honestly 2 hours ago. And then I'm gonna take 1 UCAN Edge right before I leave. This has 50 milligrams of sodium and 19 grams of carbohydrates. Then I'm going 30 minutes, another UCAN Edge, so 50 sodium, 19 carbs. And then I'm going to put a scoop of Scratch into one of my little water bottles. So that'll be different today, not salt stick to begin with. Get a little bit more carbohydrates. And then at 60 minutes, I'm gonna do a Merton, which is 20 milligrams of sodium and 25 grams of carbohydrates. So that'll bring me to 470 milligrams of sodium and 63 grams of carbohydrates, which I'm okay with because it's not crazy humid or hot and I'm really hyperhydrated. Hour 1, I'm gonna do 2 salt tabs, and then I'm gonna do 3 energy chews. So that's going to be 21 milligrams of sodium, 2 grams of carbs, and then 21 milligrams of sodium and 11 and a half-ish grams of carbohydrates. Then at 90 minutes, I'm gonna do another Merton gel, 20 milligrams of sodium and 25 grams of carbs. Hour 45, if I make it there, I'll do 3 Scratch Energy Chews and 2 salt tablets. And then if I'm still out there, I'll do another 2 salt tabs and 3 Scratch Chews at 2 hours, but probably not. Grand total of 262 milligrams of sodium and 51 grams of carbohydrates. The goal is to drink an entire flask every 30 minutes, although I might push it a little bit longer today because it's not that hot. So we'll see what happens. Okay, you can edge and then we're out of here.
It is so nice out. It's not hot at all. And it's so humid. 13 minutes in. I don't feel great, but I feel fine. My Apple Watch is like so faint, and I just tried playing with the display and I can't get it lighter. 30 minutes. 35 minutes, also killed this. 45 minutes, I had to refer to my spreadsheet. I don't remember what I'm doing. Nothing until 60 minutes. Got some company. 60 minutes. What? You act like I've never done this before. You can. And now I'm gonna try to figure out what's going on with my freaking watch.
This long run felt really, really good. Like you saw, I'm really, really trying to nail down my fueling and my hydration. You're not hearing me running because I was listening to Beyonce on my phone because we didn't bring a speaker with us and I didn't realize you can't hear what I'm saying. But so I'm taking for your safety, I'm taking the audio out because it's like this, like, I don't want to say what it is, but you can probably guess what it is based on hearing the Star Spangled Banner, what I was listening to.
That was one of the most bizarre runs. Couldn't see anything on my watch.
Just living in darkness.
Living in darkness is right. I mean, literally, I would have to like bend over and try to find the darkest spot to see the faintest of things. And then I couldn't even turn it off to like end the activity. And I like, luckily, my mom called me right, like when I hung up on her, I'm like, I'm just gonna check to see how far we have to go. And I was done. But I would never have known. I would have guessed we still had another 5 minutes. I didn't end up taking those last Scratch and salt tabs, just noting that for myself. But now we're gonna go to Sam's, I'm gonna change, and then we're gonna go to Sports Fest one day.
So I've been really spending these last couple weeks and will continue to do so. One, training my gut to be able to take the amount of grams of carbohydrates that I want to take during the marathon, which will be upwards of 70 to 90 grams of carbohydrate an hour. And also really trying to dial in exactly what works for me. So I've teamed up with Fuel Goods for this BQ Robust training experience. For me, they're sponsoring this endeavor. And having them as a partner has been really helpful because fueling and hydration are the easiest pieces of the puzzle to dial in. It's just a matter of understanding how to do that. So for me, what I do is I do make that Google Excel sheet and I write down exactly what I'm doing. This is where it gets hard because I do this, right? Like as I'm running, I'm losing track of time and I'm forgetting to do things. So even I will sometimes, like in the end, after I took my Merton, my stomach got a little squirrely. Not so much that I needed a bathroom, but I did feel a little like, ooh. And so that's something I note. And I didn't end up taking my last 3 Scratch Chews or my last 2 salt sticks because I was like, I don't want to put anything into my stomach when I have a mile or 2 left. So ended up getting a little bit less than what I anticipated. So I think next week or this weekend, I'll try to do the exact same thing. I actually might try to step away from Scratch Energy Chews and just go off of Mertens to see if that makes a difference, but we'll see how I feel this weekend. But right now, staying in that 60 grams of carbs an hour range has been really helpful. I feel so much more alert. I feel so much fresher. So I'm really trying to stay there. I think next week I am going to wear a hydration vest. I'm going to force myself this week to wear a hydration vest and not stop and fill up bottles like I'm doing. But this long run felt great. Saturday was exhausting. It was Sports Bra Squad Day, which was so much fun. I got to hang out with a bunch of my friends from Badass Lady Gang, and we all hung out afterwards. I was on Walking Gang, so we walked, and then we all got breakfast and hung out, and it was nice to catch up with everybody. And then Sunday, I got to go on a bike ride. So here's that.
All right, 6:20 on a Sunday, and it is time to go on a bike ride. I'm gonna try to make it all the way to Little Red Lighthouse before the stupid cruises get all crazy. I mean, I don't even know if there is a cruise today, but there normally is on the weekend, and then they make the West Side crazy. So let's get dressed, shall we?
No one's out.
Law and Order IRL makes 2 dead bodies this summer. Damn, there's one last weekend too. One more climb. I'm telling you now, there's nothing better than a bike ride. The best.
Great week of training. 4th of the way there. All I'm really trying to do is like stay on my recovery game. Amanda getting those sports massages and like doing my strength work, doing my mobility work, doing my all the little things is of the most importance. I'm having so much fun. I'm really enjoying the process and I'm excited to see what happens this week. So stay tuned. Like, subscribe. What are you thinking? Are you enjoying this? Do you have any questions? Let me know down below. Thanks for following along. Kick ass, take names. I'll see you next week.